READ-O-RAMA. Today we're going to discuss plural nouns. A plural noun means more than one. You can make a noun plural by adding es to the ending, or you could drop the y, add an I, then add es, or there are special spellings to make a word plural, or you can add just an S to the ending. Plural nouns mean more than one. If you read a sentence saying, I saw a church, you only saw one church. So you would spell it C-H-U-R-C-H. If you read a sentence saying, I saw 3 churches, that means you saw more than one. To make it plural, you need to add es to church, and it will spell C-H-U-R-C-H-E-S. I hear a buzz. You only hear one buzz, so you spell buzz, B-U-Z-Z. I heard 5 buzzes. You heard more than one buzz, so you would spell buzzes, B-U-Z-Z-E-S. When you speak of more than one noun, you must add different endings to say it means more than one. Nouns that you add es to make it mean more than one. Brushes, it ends with sh, B-R-U-S-H-E-S. Roaches, it ends with ch. You would add R-O-A-C-H-E-S. Axes, it ends with an X, so you would have to add es, A-X-E-S. Boxes, it ends with an X, so you would add es, B-O-X-E-S. Glasses, it ends with SS. You must add es to make it mean more than one. Glasses, G-L-A-S-S-E-S. Buzzes, B-U-Z-Z. It ends with 2 Z's, so you got to make it plural by adding an es, B-U-Z-Z-E-S. The next set of nouns, you must drop the y, add an I, then add es. Butterfly, B-U-T-T-E-R-F-L-Y. To make it plural, you gotta drop the y, add and then add es. B-U-T-T-E-R-F-L-I-E-S. Skies, S-K-Y equals S-K-I-E-S. Families, F-A-M-I-L-Y. Drop the y, add an I, then add es. F-A-M-I-L-I-E-S. Babies, B-A-B-Y. To make it plural, B-A-B-I-E-S. In order for most nouns that end with any letter, you just add an S, as in bats, B-A-T-S, apples, A-P-P-L-E-S, shoes, S-H-O-E-S, ears, E-A-R-S, balls, B-A-L-L-S, cups, C-U-P-S, eggs, E-G-G-S. Now we have special plural nouns, and you have to change the spelling altogether. Foot, to mean more than one, you have to write feet, F-E-E-T. Child, to make it plural, C-H-I-L-D-R-E-N, children. Woman, to make it plural, W-O-M-E-N. Man, to make it plural, M-E-N. Mouse, to make it plural, M-I-C-E. Goose, to make it plural, G-E-E-S-E. Tooth, the plural form would be T-E-E-T-H. Ox, to make it plural, O-X-E-N. Person, to make it plural, P-E-O-P-L-E, people. Whenever a word ends with F, you must drop the F and add V-E-S to make it plural. Half, H-A-L-F, to make it plural, H-A-L-V-E-S. You drop the F and add it V-E-S. Wolf, W-O-L-F, to make it plural, W-O-L-V-E-S. Elf, to make it plural, E-L-V-E-S. Life, to make it plural, L-I-F-E, to make it plural, L-I-V-E-S. Then there are certain nouns you keep the spelling, whether it's singular or plural. Deer can mean one or more than one. Sheep can mean one or more than one. For homework, I'm going to give you some words, and I want you to make them plural nouns. Penny, monkey, witch, lunch, pony, class, car, shelf, marble, fox, nest, 6, grass, bell, rat, pancake, batch, dress, wax, catch, arm, ditch, mouse, wolf, tooth, half, kiss. I want you to make each of these words plural by adding ES if it ends with CH, SH, X, SS, or if it ends with a Y, I want you to drop the Y, then add IES. If it is a special plural noun, I want you to write the new word. If it ends with an F, I want you to drop the F and add VES. Practice makes perfect.